Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Did you just flip over for me to rub your belly? Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to do a what sold for last week. So stay tuned to find out what sold on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I go by MSAWEBB, and I'm a reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari with things listed on Etsy, but I haven't sold anything yet. And on this channel you'll find everything dealing with reselling, from what sold videos to hauls to tips and tricks and unboxings. If all that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can watch more of my videos. So you may have noticed I am holding a furry little critter right here. This would be Teddy. If you have seen any of my videos, you will know she is always in them because she cannot be parted from me. So I really wanted to film this video while the lighting was good and she was crying, so I picked her up. So as I said at the beginning of the video, this is a what sold video. This is a what sold last week between July 6th and July 12th. Oh, are you done? Okay. Okay, so yeah, so today's video is my sales, July 6th to July 12th. And I always give you my sales breakdown by platform. So I have Poshmark, Mercari's back with a sale, and some eBay sales as well. Here's a little note about this is you'll notice on this sale and some previous sales videos that I only have like 1 or 2 sales on Mercari a week at this point. One, I just started relisting on that platform, so that could be why sales are slow. And then some people are like, well, I've given up on Mercari. You know, I don't really ever see like a lot of sales on that platform. I completely support making your resale decisions based on what is most profitable for you and also taking into consideration time. For me, I use the app list perfectly to cross list on different platforms. So what I do is I typically start on Poshmark, make my listing, and then cross post to Mercari, eBay, and if it applies to Etsy. For Mercari in particular, since it doesn't ask that many extra questions, it probably takes me maybe 25 to 30 seconds to finish a Mercari listing. So that's why I go ahead and list on there, even though I don't make that many sales a week on it. Just, you know, it's easy to just throw it up, that sounds gross. Easy to put it up there, and, you know, if I get a sale, that's great. If I don't, it's not really that big of a deal. And I've made, you know, I've made a couple sales on there that I haven't made on other platforms, and some of them have been pretty good. So, you know, I'm going to keep doing it until it doesn't make sense for me anymore. So we're going to start with Poshmark. I always start with Poshmark. I do my Mercari, and I end with eBay. So Monday the 6th on Poshmark, I didn't make any sales. So that's okay. Tuesday the 7th, I made 1 sale. The first sale was this Tommy Hilfiger silk golf tie. It had like golf clubs and trophies on it. I actually had this in a recent haul. I'll link it above if you'd like to see that. So I sold this for $8, taking home $5.05, and it was listed on Poshmark for 7 days. Next was Wednesday the 8th, and I sold 4 things. First was this Ecote dress. It was a purple dress with long sleeves, kind of with the like Renaissance sleeves. And this, if you didn't know, Ecote is it's sold at Urban Outfitters. I actually got this item from my little sister. It sold for $15 and I took home 12. And it was listed on Poshmark for 19 days. So not a bad sale. I mean, it was only on Poshmark for less than 3 weeks. I probably wouldn't pick it up because I just don't usually pick up Urban Outfitters brands unless there's something really significant about it, because Urban Outfitters doesn't usually do very well for me. Okay, next was this pair of Free People black jeans. They had distressing at the knee. I sold those for $20, taking home $16. And they were listed for 2 months and 19 days. So these are also a little sister item. And I don't normally pick up Free People jeans. I do pick up Free People, but not Free People jeans. They've just never really sold very well for me. So I don't really pick them up at the thrift store. I probably would if there was something like really interesting or cool or in style about them. But I can't say I would have picked these up if I had found them at the thrift store. Okay, next is this Cupcakes and Cashmere shift dress was really excited when I found this brand because I'd never found it before. And I just, you know, you're always excited when you find a brand that you haven't found before and people talk about it, you know, on YouTube and Instagram. But so I picked it up, but it didn't do as well as I'd hoped. I sold it for $18, taking home $14.40. And I had that item for 2 months and 7 days. So I might not be so quick to pick up cupcakes and cashmere in the future. I'll probably hold out for more elaborate pieces. Next is this John and Anna new with tags top. It was a plus size top, 1X, and it was new, like I said, new with tags, and it was black and had little bows on it. And this came out of a thread up plus size new with tags box that I got a long time ago that I'm just now starting to list all the items. Yes, I know. But it's actually been very good to me, this box, and I've sold a lot of the items. Now they haven't gone for a huge amount typically, but I'm happy to sell them. But I sold it for $15, taking home $12, and it was in my closet for 5 months and 1 week. Okay, Tuesday the 9th on Poshmark. That was my best day on Poshmark. I sold 6 items. First was the Show Me Your Moo Moo dress. It sold for $30. I took home $24, and it sat in my closet for 5 months. This again was an item from my little sister. A lot of Free People, Show Me Your Moo Moo, Urban Outfitters brands are from her. Show Me Your Moo Moo is one of those brands that costs so much money, but the market is oversaturated at this point. So, you know, I'd be careful. I know it's very exciting to find their pieces, but they don't go for as much as they used to. I think I mentioned in my last What Sold video that one of the first pieces I sold went for like $75 or something like that. And now I'm like happy to sell them for $30. And I mean, yeah, 30 is a good price, but it would be a great price if it had sold in a week and not 5 months. But, you know. Next item, it was this Born leather bag. It was like one of those doctor type bags. So this is my first attempt at retail arbitrage, which was a failed attempt and why I shied away from it for so long. It did sell, and it did sell for $55, taking home $44. But this was listed for almost 2 years. Yes. 2 years, and I bought it at TJ Maxx for $25. So I did not a lot of profit for 2 years worth of, you know, storage. Vintage leather belts. I sold this for $16, taking home $12.80. I do look at the belt section. This is mostly due to Empty Hanger influences. Jenna here, well, her name is Jenna. She's Empty Hanger on YouTube and Poshmark. I'm sure you follow her as well. And she always talks about how belts do really great for her. So I check them out, but I limit it to pieces that I think are really interesting, vintage, or all leather with the other 2 details as well. I don't know if I said this. That was listed for 4 months. Next to sell was this pair of vintage brass candlestick holders. Okay, so I sold those for $35, taking home $28, and they were listed for 4 months. I would pick them up again. I do have a lot of vintage brass candlestick holders that I haven't listed yet, so I won't be picking them up anytime soon, but they did really well. Okay, next is this, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it right. So it's the brand I'm gonna put right here, but it's sold at Anthropologie. It was a silk dress with this beautiful print on it, and it sold for $55, and I took home $44, and it was listed for 3 weeks. So Anthropologie, as you may know, is not doing as well as it once did, but I would not shy away from really interesting pieces like this and really like substantial coats and things like that. I do stay away from like tank tops or plain tees or stuff like that, even if it is from Anthropologie, and I know it's always really exciting for people to find Anthropologie. It's just not as profitable as it used to be. Next is this Torrid tank top. It was a kind of magenta color with white star print all over it. I sold it for $20, taking home $16, and it sold in 23 days. So Torrid is a really great bread and butter brand for me. I know some people don't pick it up anymore, but it just really does really well for me. Now, I don't pick up the old Torrid tag, which is black with the pink writing. I only pick up the newer tag, which is black with the white writing. But I always really like it when I find cute Torrid pieces. So Friday the 10th, I didn't make any sales. That's 2 days of no sales on Poshmark. So Saturday the 11th, I made 2 sales. First was this J. Crew New with Tags pair of jeans. They were a size 18 pair of jeans, so I was pretty happy to find them. They sold for $40 and I took home $32. They were listed for 6 months, but you know, like I have pretty good storage. As you can see, I have these bins back here, and I have like a lot of space for more. And I also have another room where I take photos. So right now I have a lot of storage, so I'm willing to hold on to pieces. Okay, so next was this Stitch Fix Pixely polka dot top. It was new with tags. I usually only pick up Stitch Fix brands if they are new with tags. But I still only sold this for $15, taking home $12, and it was listed. Well, it says 1 month and 12 days, but I happen to know this was a relisted item, so I can't tell you how long it was actually on Poshmark. But this particular listing had only been up for 1 month and 12 days. Okay, Sunday the 12th, I had 2 sales. First was this Lucky Brand embroidered jacket. So this is actually my second time selling this jacket. I sold on eBay first and was returned because it didn't fit. And now it's sold on Poshmark. But anyway, I sold it for $30, taking home $24, and it was listed for 2 months. All right, last sale on Poshmark last week was this Aloe Yoga tank top. And it sold for $20, taking home $16. This particular listing was up for 2 days, but it was a relisted. Anyway, so that's all my Poshmark sales last week. That's 15 sales for a total of $392. After fees, taking home $313.60. Okay. Now, that is not my net profit because that does not include cost of goods. Okay, Mercari. I sold one thing last week, and it was on Sunday the 12th, so cutting it down to the wire. So yes, the only sale on Mercari was on Sunday. So I sold these Beta brand pants. You'll recognize these from my ThredUp unboxing from last week. It was a mixed clothing women's unboxing. This came from that, and I sold it for $36, taking home $32.40. Okay, I did not write down how long this was on Mercari, but it could not have been a long time because I just started listing that stuff last week. So only a couple days. So that was the only sale I had on Mercari. eBay, spoiler, I actually did better on Poshmark than eBay this week. If you've been following my What Sold, I'll link a playlist above. eBay's been doing better for me in the last couple of weeks, which is new. But we're back, and Poshmark is back on top. Okay, Monday the 6th, I sold this Brighton belt. I sold this belt for $15.99. Tuesday the 7th, I didn't sell anything on eBay. Wednesday the 8th, I made 2 sales. Okay, I just realized I didn't write down how long each of these pieces were listed. The next thing that sold on Wednesday the 8th was this Talbot's dress. It was a black dress with blue flowers. This was also from my ThredUp box. I sold it for $22.50. Okay, Thursday the 9th, I sold 2 things. First was this vintage button-down top. I think it was by the brand Worthington. It's from the 80s. But it had this like cool like rainbow strip down the front. I sold it for $25, and that's typical for vintage tops for me, $25 to $30. Next was this INC dress. I sold it for $15. Okay, next Friday the 10th was this Parker dress. It was a silk dress. This was actually given to me by my younger sister. I sold it for $19. Okay, well, Saturday the 11th, I didn't make any sales on eBay. Sunday the 12th, I only made 1 sale, and it was this Zara dress. It was this wrap dress, and I sold it for $18. So this dress actually came from that same ThredUp that same ThredUp box. So that's pretty exciting, actually. I just realized how many of my sales this week came from that ThredUp box. I'm pretty sure I already made my money back on that box, so that's exciting, and I still have like pretty much the whole box left. Okay, so for eBay, that was 7 sales for a total of $125.49. And I take out 20% for eBay like I do Poshmark just because of eBay fees, PayPal fees, promoted listing fees, insertion fees, all that kind of stuff. And I just did my taxes down to the wire, I know. And that really is true. It does round out to about 20%. Although now they're doing those managed payments, so it might go down because you can cut out the PayPal fees. But we'll see. So it took out 20%, $100.39. Okay, so for a total for last week, reselling, I sold 23 items. My total gross sales were $553.49, and after fees, that's $446.39. I'm starting also to keep better track of my average sale price. So my average sale price last week was $24, which is down from the week before, which was $25, but that's pretty good. I'll be really excited if I stay around that $25, $24 range. So yeah, guys, that's my video. Those are my sales from last week. I hope you guys had a good sales week. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out here on YouTube. And subscribe if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more. My next video should be another thread unboxing. I believe it is the shoes. Yes, it is the shoes unboxing. So that should be coming out sometime later this week. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys next time. Bye.